Alright, here's my Super Club Cub by night. I for one am hoping it's going to result in some UFO sightings. Boom boom baby. The underside of the plane, that flashing battery box is a nice touch. Oh, the girlfriend's on the phone, pardon me. Alright, where were we before we were interrupted by my monkey magic ringtone? I believe I was just about to show you the underside of the plane. I just stuck these down. It's no great wonder that they're not sitting the way I wanted to. That's pretty good. Here I've got the flashing yellow LED in series with that super bright yellow LED and that super bright yellow LED, so you can see those two there are synchronized. This one here has its own flashing LED, so flashes of its own sequence. And I tried to set these lights up, the red ones, so that they would be facing backwards, so I'll be able to see it as it's flying away from me. And the nice white flashing battery box. And of course the landing light just below the nose, pointing down at the ground. As you can see, it's probably going to work pretty well as a landing light. It lights up the ground pretty well. Alright, now I'm going to take the wing off. As much as I hate doing that, I'm going to take the wing off and make a video showing you the electronics. Alright, now just to show you all what a great guy I am, I have taken off the wing and the cowl. Now here we have the Ternigi 3530 1100 kV motor from Hobby King. Motor mount, which I purchased off eBay, which actually cost more than the motor, go figure. A Hobby Wing Pentium 30 amp ESC, which is zip tied to the motor mount, and the cables are then zip tied together to that zip tie to keep everything nice and neat. Oh, the battery box. Dean's connector going to my 14 gauge silicone wire, which I got off eBay. Pretty much everything is off eBay, it's the cheapest way. But also going to the Dean's connector are these wires here, which go to JST plugs. The JST plugs are responsible for wiring all of the navigation lights. From that JST plug, that then goes to a 5 amp fuse. I've just got a fuse shoved in there in front of the battery box. I've got heaps of stuff shoved down there. I've got the receiver controlled switch shoved down there, a heap of wiring, and the fuse. It's just soldered onto the legs of the fuse, nothing too fancy, no fuse holder or anything like that. And then from the fuse I made up this double adapter thingy going to two female JST plugs. One of the JST plugs goes to this, I don't know what you'd call it, sort of a universal connector. You put wires in one end and tighten the screws, and it basically holds them all together. So here I've got the mess of wires for the navigation lights that are in the fuselage, and all of those lights are connected to one of the JST plugs here. The other JST plug connects to this, which I have in the wing. I'll show you a close up here. So here I've got my servo wires and the navigation lights wire, so that will connect to there. The servos will connect to here. So at the front of the battery box I've got some popsicle sticks. I was going to go aluminium, but popsicle sticks, although rather gay, are way lighter, so I went with the popsicle sticks. Push that out of the way. So I've got some popsicle sticks running a long way there, and some running long ways there, or sideways rather, to basically fill the gaps that these long ones are attached to, and that has Velcro on it. Velcro coming up to here, so that's what holds the battery in, this Velcro here. Here I have my receiver. Here I have the battery eliminator circuit. Both of these are attached with Velcro. It's a bit hard to see because it's so chock-a-block in here. I left a couple of the clips on the battery box, the clips that hold the original receiver in. I left a couple of them in. They are clipped onto, what else, a popsicle stick, which is glued to some Velcro. And under that is a circuit board I made, which has Velcro super glued to it, and that circuit board has a 555 timer and an LED. So as you peek through there, that blue thing you can see there is a 22 microfarad capacitor, and there are a couple of resistors poking up. The 555 timer is just next to it there. So that's what's causing that flashing light. This is a 555 timer that died for an unknown reason, but it basically shows you how I made it. You've got the capacitor there, the timing resistors, the 555 timer. I've got two 555 timers. This one is set to have a duty cycle of 1 to 1, so the light is on just as often as it's off. This one is 1.5. So the light is on for 1.5 times and off for 1 time. You can do the math, whatever that works out to. Oh. Now I've got this panel here coated in some yellow, what's it called, solar film I think. So it's made it that fat that it's a really tight fit in there, so I don't have it glued in. So I'll just pop that out just by sticking some scissors in and prying it up carefully.